Anfield? Is he going to be fit to play?
I can't tell you now. As I said with Harry a few weeks ago, of course we're going to give him the absolute amount of time to find out. Going to do some more checks and treatment with him today. Yesterday, of course, was just a recovery day anyway, and some treatment for him. I've not seen him this morning, but I'm not going to hold my breath. I would probably think that he wouldn't be ready, but let's see. It's still 48 hours, more than that, so let's see.
Obviously, no one's beaten Liverpool in the Premier League so far this season. What gives you the belief that you can go to Anfield and do that?
We need a very, very good performance to go there and win. But we've proven that we beat City last month. We've had the PSG game. We need to get to the level of those performances, definitely, when you go away against the team that's top of the league. And the last two performances we've had against Liverpool as well, to be fair. We've played them at Old Trafford twice. We've drawn twice and been closest to winning both those games. So we've got some games to look back at, and that will give us some belief, and loads of belief, that we on a game, if we perform to our best, we've got a chance to win.
Can you tell us anything about Bruno Fernandes, how that stands, and whether you're confident of bringing him in?
I can't tell you about any players that play for other teams. No, we're focusing on this game at the moment. That's my only concern.
So can you tell us about your captain? He's on his way to Italy for a medical. How sad are you that's not worked out in terms of keeping him, because you wanted to?
Well, to be fair, I think it was for Ashley. You know, he's 35 in the summer, and if he gets a 2-year contract somewhere, I think it's up to him to take that. We weren't ready to offer that. He's been a good servant for the club. He's been captain. He's won trophies, league, cups. But we got players coming through. So it was time now then, when Ashley's head and mindset was on, I want to try this. So why not do it now?
Who is your new captain?
Harry has been wearing the captain's armband, and he will keep wearing it. He's come in and been a leader in the group. He's been very, very. I've been not surprised, but I've been impressed by his leadership skills. So Harry will keep on wearing the armband.
I don't recall any player, including Roy or Eric or anybody, getting the captaincy quite so quickly.
He's come in, and everything about him tells me he's a leader, and he's part of a group that we've had that been leading this young group. Ashley has been, of course. Marcus is a young lad, but also David, Harry. So Harry will keep on wearing the armband now.
Ollie, it's going to be your first time as a manager walking into Anfield.
Yeah.
You know it all as a player, but they're going to, obviously, I think that the Liverpool crowd will try and make it as intimidating as possible. You're going to see the people there when you arrive on the bus and all the rest of it. They'll make it noisy, atmospheric. Any issues for you, or are you going to embrace that? How much are you going to enjoy that, striding through there as a manager after having the successes you've had as a player against Liverpool?
I've had both wins and defeats there, I think, at Anfield as a player. So, of course, you've got to look forward to these games. It's a great challenge for our players, again, to play against the leaders of the league. We've done well against them the last couple of times, but as you say, away at Anfield is another matter. It's a game that you can make sure you enjoy it, but it can also be an intimidating place. But then we just got to do all the preparations as well as we can. Prepare some of these young players, probably play at Anfield for the first time, and I'm sure they'll be fine.
Get to it now. These days, that Liverpool have scousers in their ranks, if you like. United have always had Mancunians, academy players. We know all about that. With that in mind, if Brandon plays, will you have to have a word about him? He likes attack it, if you like. He likes a challenge, but the atmosphere, and he's a local lad. He's a Red. Will you maybe have a word about how to keep on side?
Does it look like I need to speak to him? I don't think so. I think it's been absolutely outstanding since he's come in. He's every challenge we've put in front of him, he's tackled head on, and he's now it's only 19. He's played 10, 11. He's had 10 or 11 starts, but he reminds me so much of the mentality of Gary Neville. And I think he'll enjoy going to Anfield, to put it that way. Sorry.
The disgraceful scenes we saw at Anfield when Manchester City's bus was attacked by the fans, and they're planning a similar welcome. Do you have any safety fears in that?
No safety fears, no. But it should be kept to... of course, they want to try to intimidate us, but as long as it's within the boundaries, you know, if there's I've been sat in a coach or a bus, we go into Europe or to Anfield, and it's whatever they shout and scream at you, you don't really notice, as long as there's that's just part and parcel of these big games. Sorry.
Times this season that you think Manchester City is the best team in the Premier League. Is that still the case for you before the game against Liverpool?
Well, the proof is in the league table, as in Liverpool have been the best team in the league. But when City can outplay you, Liverpool can beat you in different ways. The two different teams. I think the two very good teams they've shown over the years. But Man City give you a different challenge to what Liverpool does. You've got to be. They're two very different ways of playing football.
When Liverpool last won the title in 1990, I don't think anyone could have foreseen it would take 30 years until they were on the brink of winning it again. Can you envisage or see a similar situation here with United?
That's what we're working hard to make sure it doesn't happen, and let that be a lesson for us that you can't. They've been close a few times, and we can't let ourselves go another 24 years or something until we win the league, and I'm sure we won't, because I believe in this club. I believe that we could we'll rebuild now. We've started something that it's going to take a little bit of time, but we'll get there.
With Ashley going, is he going to be replaced? I mean, Brandon's doing very well, but Luke's injured again. Is that a position you look to strengthen?
You know, Timothy is coming back as well, and he's a right back. He's played for Holland as a right back at the age of 19. So we also want him back. Diogo is back fit. So the full back position, I think we're quite okay.
After their own game in October, Ollie, Jurgen said United just defend when they play his team. He said, I'm not frustrated. I'm not the person to be frustrated. This is just a fact. When we come here last year, this year, the year before, they just defend. Is that a fair accusation, or is it?
I don't think it's an accusation. I think it's quite. Take it as a compliment that we defend so well that they've not really created chances against us. Of course, when the opposition manager is frustrated, that's a good sign for you as a manager that our boys have done well. Of course, I think we've been closest to winning both those games. So I don't know what the problem has been.
Your front three your front three, as young as they are, and as early as they are at their development, they've actually outscored Liverpool's front three this season. I mean, does that suggest you're not a defensive side that he'll make out?
The front three that they've got, they've been playing together for ages, not ages, but seasons now, and you can see the rotation movements, the understanding between them, and we hope that our three will get that understanding in a while. Probably only started them once together, I think so. Was that the Newcastle one? Yeah. And so we've got a way to go to get to the level of the three. The understanding and consistency that Liverpool have had, but they scored 4 goals in that game, so it's probably something I've got to look at more often. Ours, so I believe in ours. We're going to add to them as well, definitely. So But in the years coming, I'm sure we'll see lots of them three. But we do have Liverpool, they've scored more goals than us this year as well, outside of the front three. So I'm not going to say that ours are better than theirs or theirs are better than ours. Well, Sunday will be a game just by itself.
When you look though, I mean, Marcus is 22, Greenwood's 18, Martial's I think it's just turned 24.
Yeah.
Is that one of the most encouraging and exciting aspects for you this season, that there are signs, you know, even now, that there's enormous potential and scope for development there?
That is, we can see them three, and we've got them on long contracts, and we can see them three develop into a very, very exciting front three. I was here when Ronaldo, Tevez, Rooney were different, floating. Of course, that's what we want as Man United supporters. I'm manager, but I'm also a supporter. You want to see them express themselves and go to places like Anfield and put a fear to their defenders. But then we got Dan James as well here in his club that adds to that. So I'm very excited about it.
Okay, can we move on to the embargo?